say that like that.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm a Ninja Turtles fan. Okay, I will ooze wherever I like.
This one drink that's not even bad, you won't drink, and I'm confused. I am in anger.
Good for you guys. I don't watch a lot of movies. I go outside. Okay?
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Too Many Words Podcast. I am your host, Isaac William Joseph. Across the way from me is my best friend, Jordan Van Cleve. The man getting a phone call over there is the official third wheel, Andrew Syme. And we have a very special guest in studio today for episode 86. It is the long-mentioned Logan Ruggieri.
Hello, hello.
How do you say your last name?
Ruggieri.
Ruggieri, okay. It's one of those names where you say it right, but I'm like, did I say it right? It's like, I don't know. I have one of those, too. You know, sometimes I just say my last name too fast, and I'm like, am I even saying my own last name right? You know? For those who don't know, my last name is Lingelbach. And obviously, from hearing that, you know why I don't go by it. No disrespect or anything, but Lingelbach, who's gonna remember that, or who's gonna be able to search me up through that, you know?
And I spent most of my life dealing with people not saying my name right.
Yeah.
Same.
Rugby.
Exactly.
Rugby?
There's a long-running joke back in the deli department to where Jordan would call me Logan Rugby instead of my last name.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought it was funny. And
Cool.
then Tom thought that was your actual last name.
Jordan, let's open with the word of the week.
Open with that? Okay.
We've always opened with that.
Do we? I don't think so. I
Yeah,
think
but
you're lying right
we're
now.
getting
You're
better
fiddling.
as a
You're fiddling.
podcast.
I know. This is another one that's kind of difficult. Perfidious.
Let's hear what Siri has to say about it.
Perfidious.
Perfidious.
It's disloyal or unfaithful.
Oh, really?
His perfidious nature
Bu-
bellied
bu-
his true intentions.
Interesting.
You know, Jordan is a little bit perfidious.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you unloyal, Jordan?
Not that I'm aware of, but okay.
I don't know.
He's unloyal at bringing things.
That doesn't even make sense.
It makes sense.
It doesn't.
It does.
It does not.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Shut up.
You're very forgetful.
But that
It's
doesn't
not
okay.
necessarily mean disloyal, but we'll figure out what Jordan is when he eventually leaves this podcast for Playboy magazine.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. That'll be me.
He's going to be on the front cover.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Yeah. Anyways, we got any announcements, fellas?
No.
All right. Go to Fleur Cinema and Cafe. Watch a movie there. Go to Dwarven Workshop at Merle Mall. Okay, buy some cool stuff there, and listen to Nate Basinger music. Yeah, and also we have a event in June, right?
Yeah.
June 20th.
Yeah.
June
Wait,
20th.
20 Oh yeah.
Ice Cream Social.
22nd, I think actually.
22nd?
Yeah. I'd have to double check. But
Oh, we are gonna have to double check because that's the next time Revolver's in town is the 22nd. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
22nd?
Yeah. June 22nd.
Uh-oh.
No,
I guess I'm not going to Revolver.
Yeah, you're not.
Why are
It's
you
not an
doubling
uh-oh.
down on that?
Because this is really important.
Yeah, it is
This
really
is
important.
much more important than Revolver.
Hey, sir?
What?
Sir?
What?
I don't need you doubling down on that because I am allowed to 1 second of my life express that I cannot go to Revolver the next time they're in town.
No.
You know how big of an opportunity it is to booth at Revolver?
I mean, yeah.
Go on!
That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Jordan, for understanding that I have to make an exception in my business life.
I wouldn't say it's an exception, though.
I do have to make an
Jordan
exception.
just throwing up those middle fingers.
Jordan does not give a rip about pro wrestling, and so he just does not care.
That's not it at all. But
That's not it at all. So you
Ice Cream
fully
Sunday.
understand.
Ice Cream Sunday is way more important than Revolver.
I like Ice Cream Sunday. Ice Cream Sunday told me to booth at Revolver. Suck my ass.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But not during their event.
Anyways. Okay. Any more announcements, boys? Anything more important to speak on?
No.
No? Okay. What's New Wednesday? Go check that out.
That'll be uploaded. It would have been uploaded already for a while now, actually.
Yeah. Maybe tune into the next What's New Wednesday.
Yeah, look forward to the next one.
Yeah, the third installment of What's New Wednesday.
Yeah.
Check out if the Unfadable series has a new episode coming out. I don't know. And then, Syme, he's launching his own podcast, right?
Or are we going through with that?
I mean,
No.
whenever you want.
That's really like a you thing. You have to
Yeah.
go and do that,
Okay.
and then we'll push it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like this close to starting a podcast for Tyrion.
See, I would like that. I'd watch that.
See, I'm thinking like we record like an hour of content with Tyrion, but like every like Thursday it's just a 5-minute clip. And then we can just do that for 20 weeks in a row.
He's just our shorts guy, our YouTube shorts
Yeah.
content.
Yeah, because like he's always like crying, like Isaac, I want to be on the podcast. I want a kid podcast. Can you guest on my kid podcast? I'm like,
He's
sure.
got initiative.
He does. See, like if this ever becomes a series, audience, please just know I am not taking advantage of my children in my life. Okay, I'm not trying to profit off them or anything like that, okay? I am only doing it because Homeboy has been asking for his own show for a whole year.
Isaac's just going to become the equivalent of Michael Jackson's dad.
Yeah, totally.
It is currently Monday, March 18th. Is 6:15 p.m. This is going to be episode, what did I say?
86.
This is 86.
86. This will air on. Let's see. We got. Yeah.
I don't think I've done anything 86 times in a row.
I don't know.
I bet you have. You're just not thinking about
Pooped
it.
86 times in a row.
But something
Are you
this
sure about
important.
that? Are you sure about that?
I
Jordan?
mean, have you just not pooped more than 86 times?
Maybe every once in a while I really like cheese.
Okay.
Once every 2.5 months.
This will air. This should air April 13th, I think. Yeah. Right.
Nice.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We've been doing a lot of extra stuff in the month of March. This is obviously coming out in April. Just know that we've been doing a lot of extra stuff in the month of March. But that just means only good stuff for the Too Many Words podcast,
Sure.
okay? If we stay busy, that means we're doing something right.
April 13th. Your episode will be out April 13th.
Sweet. I'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah. Logan's going to share it. And
Better.
he's going to, like, stamp a sticker on every home that he cleans.
Which reminds me, we got to get him a wristband.
We do?
Wristband.
Oh, there you go.
Cool.
Hopefully it's the right size.
Hopefully it's the right size.
Oh,
It's
we got
two
two different
sizes.
sizes.
The only time where there is a wrong size is if there's a big, meaty man wrist.
If it's
This is true. Thank you. I love you. All right.
What did we learn this week?
Man, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Say it.
What you learned this week, Isaac?
Oh, I'll go last.
What you learned this week, Simon?
I learned that sometimes people can use your own words against you for malicious intent, and it can make you quite angry to where you want to just backhand and fronthand that person until their face can no longer feel anything.
Are you talking about me right now?
I might be!
Isaac, see?
What?
See?
What do you want?
Simon, all of that was me just teasing the fuck out of you?
Well, I took it personally.
Well, stop it.
Boy telling me that I'm late more often than he is. 90% of the time that I'm late, it's because I have to go pick shit up from Jordan.
You're both just awful, okay?
Okay.
Let's be honest.
I'll take that.
And if it wasn't at my own home, I'd be awful too.
Yeah, Isaac doesn't have to forget anything 'cause it's all left here.
Well, he forgets to clean sometimes, but that's okay.
Forgets to clean sometimes. This basement.
You've
this
used that
basement-
exact phrase to me before.
This basement is on a hot streak of being better than the
Yeah.
upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna
That's
say it's
absolutely
like
true.
always clean down here. I can't say the
I
same
don't
thing
know.
for when I walk upstairs.
Midweek, it's not that clean, but ramping up for a podcast episode where we have an awesome guest in store. You know,
That's
we
you,
gotta
Logan. That's
we gotta
you.
represent. You know,
Yes, absolutely.
but yeah, Logan, what you learned this week?
So, it's not what I learned this week, but I learned that owning a business is a lot.
Oh yeah,
It's a lot. And it takes a lot of your time.
Mhm.
It takes a lot of work. It's difficult, but honestly, so I've been a business owner for about a year now.
Has it been that long? Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
it's been a while. And honestly, I'm seeing the payout, and it's great.
nice.
Good.
What's your business?
I own a cleaning business.
What's it called?
Iconic Cleaning.
Nice. Are you usually this bad at marketing your own stuff? Please shout to the gods.
That was going to be a big point I wanted to make during this episode. I really wanted to push you and your business.
I just stretched that out of you.
Well, I did hear you guys saying that you wanted to charge people to promote their business. So
What?
What?
When did we say that?
You've
Who the
said
hell-
that.
Really?
Isaac,
Actually,
for
yeah.
shame.
I remember that. That
I
was a
don't.
long time ago.
I remember everything on this
Logan is
podcast.
he's like,
He is.
wow.
I am
It
a day
goes-
one.
He is a day
This
one.
is true. Yes, he's been
See-
listening for a
See,
long
Logan,
time.
not you. Okay, you are in our circle. We're
This is
talking about
awesome.
like anybody. This is like long down the road when we are a much more reputable podcast. People that we don't know, people that we've never heard of, people that we're maybe on the fence of having, and people especially that only want to be on the podcast to shout out their business. In that situation, we'll be like, $20, you know, something like that.
$20.
But you a homie, so
I appreciate it. Well, in that case, we have a website at iconiccleaningia.com that you can go to. You can see all our services and what we provide and get a quote, get whatever you need off of there. Got a phone number, got
Nice.
our Instagram.
yeah.
So you are an actual LLC, though, right?
Yes, we are.
How'd
what
you
was
do that?
yeah, what was the process of doing that like?
So we went through this online thing of
Okay.
getting the LLC. That was pretty easy, just alone by itself. We had to go through a notary service to get notarized by the state, and then, yeah, that it's pretty easy.
You want to hold our hand in that?
I can
Isaac-
help you. Yeah,
Isaac
Sweet.
and me are trying to do that.
I wonder if I
currently for
can-
Skaldstone.
If I can stamp the paper myself.
Would you be able to?
I don't know. I'd have to ask. Because I am a notary.
Are you?
Yeah.
that'd be very interesting.
I have to be. What do you think my job?
I
Some of
guess,
my
yeah.
job pertains to. I have to
I
stamp
guess,
documents.
Yeah.
My name is on so many freaking legal documents. It's not even funny.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, you have anything more to say about Iconic Cleaning?
So
Do you guys do good or do you do bad?
we do.
Yeah.
good.
What are your
We do
reviews?
good.
We
What,
Yes.
do
what,
good.
what are your
Very good.
reviews like?
Well,
Show
so
us your
far,
Yelp reviews.
we just have like 4 or 5 reviews on Google right now, and they're all 5 stars.
Yes.
Oh, so you're a 5-star business.
Yes.
Gloat about it. Even if it's 5 reviews, man, that's a 5-star.
Even if 3 of
review
them are
rating.
from your mom.
Yeah, one of them is. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's how it starts, man. You know,
You cleaned your room, so she left you a 5-star.
sometimes our only Facebook interactions is our mothers. You know,
Quite. Yeah. Actually, yes. Literally that.
Yeah.
Which is wild to me sometimes. I swear.
I've
It's
also
different
learned
for
that
me. It's my dad.
yeah. Ooh, a bonus learn.
I've learned that community outreach is the way to go when you have a business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fist bump that. Yeah.
Yeah, you see, a long time ago, I did not want to be one of those local and proud podcasts. Like, oh, we're an Iowa podcast. I've never been about that. I've never been about being a Des Moines podcast.
I mean, we are
But
an Iowa
having
podcast.
having some local partners is super important. Having some connections where you are is super important. And yeah, being proud of where you're from is pretty cool. You know, like, hey, you think Iowa's boring? Well, tune into the Too Many Words podcast, you know, something like that. But yeah, if you want to jump on the ground running, you know, hit the ground running, you're going to need some friends, you know. And that's why we're here.
Got a friend in me.
That's why we got Logan, too. Hey.
Yes, sir.
We're only using you for your business.
Oh, yeah,
Even
yeah.
though I did not know you had a business until like 6 months ago. So,
Nice.
what you learned, Jordan?
Nowadays, the average high school kid today has the same level of anxiety as the average psychiatric patient in the early 1950s.
Man, it sounded like you read that.
It's because I did.
Read that.
One-
I said
one
read
more
it.
time.
Nowadays, the average high school kid today has the same level of anxiety as the average psychiatric patient in the early 1950s.
Where'd you learn that, Jordan?
In my daily fact thing.
Oh, you have a daily fact app?
Yeah, we
That's
said this
cheating.
already like 2 weeks ago.
Didn't you get an entire thing full of facts that you're supposed to pull from?
Yeah, I don't remember where that went, to be honest
It's
with
at
you.
your house.
Is it? Okay.
Wait, wasn't that given to you by Nana?
It was.
Yes.
Wow.
He's not even using his Nana gift.
showing
Why,
grandma favoritism. We use hot takes every freaking week. Wow.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Disappointment.
It's okay, Jordan. We already know
Aren't we
this.
all? Just a
What?
little bit.
Yeah. There's a reason why nobody said that, hey, I've learned this week that Jordan is a disappointment. We all get it. We already know. Okay? I love you.
Welcome to the Shit on Jordan episode part 2.
No. More like part like 80.
86.
Part
86 episodes of shitting on Jordan. Yep. Do we have any new Instagram followers?
Well, sir, I have not shared what I've learned this week
Oh,
yet.
you haven't. That's right. Because you were like, I'm going to
So-
wait till this.
This week, I hope people listening at home don't get confused because of recording schedules, all right? But this week
Well, we fixed
was the
enough.
week that the Hot Takes episode came out.
Yep.
Oh, our first
And
one?
Our big one.
Wow.
The,
Yeah, the
one
backlog
where we just
one
did
where
hot
we
takes.
just did Hot Takes to really boost that segment. I've shown the argument of who is more famous, Kim Kardashian or Beyonce, to a few people just to validate my opinion because I'm a narcissist.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah.
Anyways, I am not here to continue this argument. I am here to share with you a lot of things new that I've learned.
Okay.
Because that entire argument was full of misinformation, things that could have been brought up but was not, stuff like that. And I'm trying so hard for us to not be an ignorant podcast.
Son's
I'll
got to
be
be
an
ready.
ignorant podcast.
I got to get ready.
Apparently,
Please.
I learned that Beyonce is actually younger than Kim Kardashian. Isn't that weird to think about?
That is really weird to think
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's a year younger.
Okay.
That's not that much younger.
Yeah, but like you'd think like Kim Kardashian is in her 30s.
Is Kim how old are they?
Kim Kardashian is 43 and Beyonce is 42.
I thought
Damn.
Beyonce was older than that, to be honest with you. But
Yeah, wild, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, something I knew, but for some reason did not come to me in the conversation. Both my girlfriend and my mom were like, "You do know that like Caitlyn Jenner is not like their actual dad, right?" And what made the Kardashians is because of Kim's actual father, Rob Kardashian. Is it Rob?
I have no
Mr.
idea.
Kardashian got OJ out of trouble. OJ Simpson, like the biggest case of all time where the guy got out scot-free.
I knew there was a
That's
connection
what made
there, but I
the
didn't know what it was.
That's what made the Kardashians famous. Okay? And now to that, you guys in that moment might have said, yeah, Kim Kardashian did nothing to be famous in that way. And I agree. But That's how that family became famous. Not because anybody videotaped any sensual things.
Jordan.
Maybe that's what made Kim bigger than her sisters.
That's
But
definitely what made you sisters.
yeah, I just wanted to fill in some plot holes in that argument to refrain from us seeming like a podcast where it's just us as three idiots. Like, we are three idiots, but I don't want us
it's
to
not
be
like I
three
s-
idiots most of the time, you
It's
know?
not like I sit there and I follow their careers, okay?
Also, we got to schedule Syme to take the bar because he said the bar is easy.
Huh?
The bar for law school, we got to have Syme to take. We got to get Syme to take the bar because he said it's easy.
I never
don't-
once
what
said
is-
it was
what is-
easy.
We
The
record our
bar.
conversations, sir. Do you want to check that?
Yes, play it back.
All right, we will after this podcast.
I still don't know. What
We're gonna
talking
have
about,
Syme
what
take the
we're
bar.
talking
We're gonna
about.
tell you how he does it.
Is the bar like a test?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
for lawyers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was a name
it's,
for it.
It's so that you could practice law.
Yeah,
I just
yeah. If you can't
The
pass the
lawyer
bar, you
test.
can't
There you
be a
go.
lawyer
Correct.
I just take the lawyer test. Why is it gotta be called the bar?
Because that's what
because
it's called.
it's the bar. It's the standard.
Why?
That's just how it's named.
I don't get it. It doesn't
gives
make
it-
sense.
It makes it reputable.
Okay.
It makes it important. We
Okay.
can't have just any schmuck trying to fight for my freedom. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, have you met some lawyers?
I have not actually. I don't have a lawyer, which is why you don't really need a lawyer until either one, you start a business or you're just a troublemaker, and I'm not one of those. But I'm starting a business, so we probably need a lawyer soon.
Some people. that
You got a
are
lawyer, Logan?
lawyers-
I do not.
You do not?
No, I have insurance. but
We
I
got
do
we
not
got
have
a lawyer up, bro. What?
Nothing. I'm just prepping the hot takes card.
He's prepping the hot takes.
Just make sure that you get a business lawyer and not like a.
Yeah,
Because there's different types of lawyers.
yeah. We're not the troublemaker lawyers. We don't need any troublemaker
Yeah,
lawyers.
you don't need a defense attorney.
Yeah.
You
See,
just-
that's how little I know
you
about.
you just need a
See,
business
that's
attorney.
crazy. As a kid, I wanted to be a lawyer just because I heard that they make a lot of money. And then I found out what it's like to be a lawyer, and I'm like, no, thank you.
You have to.
I'm fine.
Some lawyers, you have to enjoy being a sleazeball.
Yeah. All right, what's the next segment, Jordan?
It was supposed to be Instagram followers.
Instagram. Do we have any more Instagram followers?
I don't know.
Let us check. I
thought
think
you usually
we've.
know. So like, I don't know.
I think we've had a necessarily quiet week. Let's take a look. Oh, we lost a follower though. We dropped from 148 to 147. Man, we were this close to 150, but it just be like that sometimes. But yeah, no new followers right now. That's okay. Yeah,
Damn.
that's okay.
All right. Hot take.
What is it?
Strict parents make for wilder kids.
Strict parents make for wilder kids.
Like what type of strict? Like we talking like?
I've dated a
overly
pastor's
strict?
daughter. This is correct. So, strict parents. With strict parents, you only get one of two extremes, okay? Because I've seen a sample size of plenty of these. You either get boring children or you get crazy children. Okay? Because I've experienced firsthand kids growing up under strict parents, and they live either boring lives, have poor taste, they're uncultured. Okay, I've met a person that had grown up with strict parents, didn't know who Michael Jackson was. Okay,
Wow.
yeah, and then sometimes in cases that they're both, because as soon as they go to college, they're crazy and they become alcoholics. And that's the wild child part. So I can agree for the most part, in a general sense of speaking, kids that have strict parents either become boring or they become crazy.
I'm gonna weigh in on that one because my parents were strict, but they weren't like overly strict.
That means they were just good parents. Simon.
So, like,
no, you can't
get-
play
like-
with fire. Yeah. Stuff like that.
well, it's more of like, hey boy, be home by this certain time or we'll take the car away.
But you were allowed to go wherever you want until that time, right?
Well, as long as I told them where I was going.
Exactly. See, that's like exactly what you want to do.
Yeah. Now,
You're a normal human being.
there's also points and times where like you don't have enough discipline and the child also is a wild child.
That is also true, yeah.
So like there's a happy medium. You have to find the happy medium with it all. Like you can't tell them that they can't not do anything, because then you're gonna get pushback. They're gonna be the rebellious child. They're gonna want to do everything and be that wild child because you're telling them no.
Yeah.
And you've always told them no.
Yeah.
So they're going to fight the man, so to speak, and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you let them do what they want within reason, then you have a more responsible child
Yeah.
that also does not go freaking ham on everything. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I like agree to a certain extent, but it's like not 100% of the time. Kind of like what you were saying. Like they're either really boring or they're
Crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
What do
What do
you think, Logan?
I like both those answers. I do agree that stricter parents do make their kids pretty wild. I mean, when I was growing up, my mom would not allow me outside
Really?
by myself.
Oh,
But to put into the story here, we had a playground like maybe not even a block away from our house, and she wouldn't let us go play outside just in fear of, someone taking us or getting hurt, that kind of stuff. I mean, would you guys label that as good parenting? Or strict parenting?
My mom wouldn't let me outside by myself. She wouldn't even let me
So-
go into my fenced-in backyard by myself
my,
until I was a teenager. So I totally feel you. Will I say that's bad parenting? No. Will I say that I didn't like my mom for being absolutely irrational in that sense of a fenced-in backyard? Yes.
so I'm also going to weigh in on that. My dad didn't let me be in our own front yard when we lived in Las Vegas, and we lived in a gated community. Like, but that's just how my dad is. My dad is very much a very protective parent. So if I wanted to go to the park, I went to the park with my dad. If I wanted to play in the front yard, my dad had to be within earshot. Like, usually he was either working in the garage or stuff like that. I didn't find out until way later that even my biking to and from school when we lived there, my dad followed me in the car to make sure that I got to school okay.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's not bad parenting. Now, is it very overly protective? Yes. But,
That's-
like,
yep.
in this day and age, I mean, yeah, you kind of have to be.
Honestly.
Because the world is more crazy than it used to be.
See, you have Viking descent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like what is it, Polish?
No, Norwegian.
Norwegian? You see, your dad wasn't worried about people. He was about you and these white kids catching on fire from being out in the sun. And so that's why you could not be outside by yourself.
I used to be in the backyard by myself all the time, though. We had a swimming pool that I'd be in all the time.
Yeah, there
Can't
you
catch
go.
fire if I'm in the water.
Yeah. Little pasty babies.
All right. My grandma, I mean, I lived in Dallas Center, so this is very
Jordan's
skewed.
parents just didn't care about him.
No, they
They
did.
threw him
It's just
outside.
I was
They
in
tried
a-
to get rid of him like so many times.
I was in a very, very safe neighborhood, so like people
told
did not really care.
They said, please go across the town.
They told Jordan that if someone offers him candy to take it.
I swear, there were like, there'd just be days where I'm like, all right, I'm going. And
Hey,
then
if someone
I'd be
pulls
gone
up
the-
saying, hey, you want to make it in Hollywood, say yes.
I'd be gone the entire day. I would have
find
walked
my
the
dog.
entirety of Dallas Center, like all the way to the from the east side to the west side of Dallas Center. It's I mean, it doesn't take long. It takes like 20 minutes to do that. So, but like, yeah, It's
like,
just- yeah.
yeah.
Go get your
Less
steps
time
in.
if you're on your bike.
It's just I don't know. Well, yeah.
But honestly, yeah, DCG, or at least the Dallas Center area. Yeah, my grandma, my sister, and I, we would walk all over that town, and nothing even
Well, it's
close to bad even happened.
It's
we could have
because
just walked-
everybody knows everybody in that
Yeah.
town. It's not a very big town. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
little bigger now, but
yeah,
not
but
like
in
by
the
a-
2000s.
but not like an exorbitant amount.
No.
Like Dallas Center is still very much a small town where
Yeah.
everybody knows
Give
each
it
other.
15
and everybody
years.
knows what's going on with
Not
each
even.
other.
Give it 10
So,
years.
I don't know about that.
I'd like to buy a house in Dallas Center right now.
It's just as expensive as Grimes.
No, it's not.
It's actually more expensive
What?
Wow.
Really?
Welcome to Dallas Center.
Why?
because
Is
Dallas
it like
Center is
farming?
No, it's what's considered hot real estate because it's a small town, quiet, not a lot of traffic, not a lot of noise.
Yeah, until you sell all those properties, now
Yep.
you have more traffic and you have
Yep.
more noise. That's why you have to go even further out
But
than
granted-
that, Isaac.
It's been like that for the past 10 years, and it still really hasn't grown that much. So,
Well, that's because they upped the price to like $400,000 for a house, Jordan.
Wild. I hate this economy. Anyways,
Me
I've
too.
been thirsty and I've been wanting to drink this drink for like a month now. So let's disperse the ice
a
and get
month
right into
now?
it.
now Isaac bought it a while ago, and we just kept
Time to
missing
get
it.
them
so
lips
good?
wet, baby girls.
Yay.
Yeah.
Jordan, say something.
No.
Not about pickles.
So, Domino's is doing 50% off all menu prices right now.
Jordan,
Nice.
I don't think that's something funny.
It's not, but like, you know.
Thank you for your fun fact.
it,
Oh, yeah, baby.
TV's kind of in the way.
You
I
kind of
don't
put
think-
that TV there, though.
We're working on this, folks.
Are you okay?
Watching him do this is
Do
funny.
you need help? Do you require assistance?
I don't.
Do you want to just move that forward so it's out of the way so you can actually go at it like a normal human?
Anybody got a bottle opener?
No.
I do not.
It was a twist off, wasn't it?
Yep.
So what is this, Isaac?
Well, once he finishes pouring, I'm gonna read it.
Oh, I think I know what it is. Was it sitting at your house for the longest time?
Oh yeah.
It has a very interesting color.
This is Toxic Waste Sour Soda Green Apple. I'm gonna make a face when I drink this, just so everyone knows.
Oh yeah, I got this drink
Whoa,
100%
whoa.
because Jordan hates sour stuff.
That is an interesting scent.
I
It
cannot
is
wait.
interesting.
I love toxic waste as a candy.
It reminds me of like the popsicles, like the ones that come in the sleeves.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that what?
I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it's super floral for me, like flowers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's good.
That was awesome.
Whoa,
Wow.
that's tangy.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
It's tangy.
Less sour than I expected, but
I don't know. It's more sour than I expected.
well, you are sensitive.
That's really
true.
good.
The apple taste isn't too strong.
It's like, it's very like very tame.
See, I just needed that first taste to kind of get my brain to know what was going on.
I chugged it.
And no,
You don't like it? Or what?
it tastes good. It tastes good.
Yeah, I love sour stuff. When I was growing up, our school did we would sell comic books, I think. I
That sounds
honestly,
cool.
Your school sold comic books. Mine made me sell like coupon books
Yeah, we
and
would-
freaking cookie dough and pizzas.
yeah, we would sell like comic books, and I remember buying a bunch of Spider-Man comic books from this, like, I don't know if it was a fundraiser or whatever, but they would have prizes that you could cash out your tokens with for every, like, magazine that you sold.
That sounds sick.
You get a token or something. And one of the, like, smaller prizes was warheads.
Nice.
Oh, I love warheads.
And,
I
like,
do not.
all the kids would see how many warheads they could handle. And that's where my love of sour candy came from.
That's amazing.
See, I love warheads too, but one time after like Easter, when like there was like cheap candy, they were selling at Walgreens these huge bags of warheads for like dollars, just dollars, you know. It was a pack of 175.
Damn.
I think I ate 100 in a day.
How was your mouth?
It was dead skin coming off my mouth
Oh.
the following week and a half.
So
Oh.
I also have something similar to Isaac, but mine
cup-
was with a 5-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids.
See, that's fine.
See, that's a little bit better. I like that.
Well, if you eat like a crap ton
Oh
of
yeah,
them, like
if-
I
with
ate
all the
like
malic acid, yeah.
like I almost ate an entire
Sip this.
freaking bag, and my mouth was just raw. But I still love Sour Patch
It's like
Kids.
soap to you. I get like I'm getting like a huge soapy taste.
Well, that's because Cindy doesn't know how to wash the dishes.
Okay.
Your mouth.
You're just eating, dishwasher detergent there.
That's what
Don't
it
worry
tastes
about
like.
it.
That's what it smells like.
Mm-mm. Dishwasher soap. Good for you.
Good for you.
And I don't mean that out of ignorance. Sydney, I don't know how she does it, but I grab what is supposed to be a clean glass, and I smell it, and I'm like, ooh, what is that? I do that 5 times in a row. They all smell the same, like that. And I have to rinse freshly cleaned glasses for me to trust drinking. That's not a knock on Sydney. I mean, maybe it should be a knock on Sydney. We have like this, you have a mat in the kitchen.
Does she wash it and just put it on the mat without rinsing it, or like what?
So it's the drying mat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming that this drying mat has not been cleaned in a year. Because
Sounds like you
she'll
need a
flip the
new-
cup upside down, and so the part where your lips touch is touching this moistened mat that's probably got a microbiome on it at this point, and it smells terrible. I hate it so much. There's so many things wrong
Throw
with
it in
this
the
house.
wash machine, Isaac.
If the washing machine doesn't work,
Yeah, it hasn't worked in like over a year. That's why we hand wash everything. This house is broken. It was a
feel
broken
that.
home. It's always been a broken
If
home.
you needed a wash machine, why didn't you ask me when I threw my wash machine out when I got my new one?
I don't know.
because he doesn't care.
It wasn't really my business.
Okay, fair enough. I'm sorry that you can't wash clothes or dishes in this house.
I mean, we could wash clothes. It's just the dish situation is terrible. But hey, what do we rank this drink out of 10?
6.
6?
6.
All right. How about you boys?
I give it an 8.
All right.
I'm gonna go with a 7.5.
All right. I'm going to give it an 8.1663
Why?
because going 166666666 takes too long to say.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on to side quests. We have any side quests going?
That was funny. Side quest? No.
I had a Snapchat memory come up of me making fun of Mason when he was walking into like a U.S. Cellular, and that reminded me of the conversation that we had that day. Remember that bet I made with him?
About the N-word?
Yes.
Yeah.
So our friend Mason, he's white, like myself and everybody else on this podcast. That might be a bad sign. But
No, because
Not everybody who's
we had
been on this
Aubrey on.
podcast.
oh yeah, Aubrey's pretty pimp. But
Yeah, when are we having him back on?
we could probably have him back on. I can ask him.
Perfect.
I really
Yeah,
wanna
I
get
haven't
cheesy
talked to him
on
in a
again.
bit and making me worried.
I freaking love Aubrey.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
But yeah, Mason, he's a white dude, and he used to say the N-word like all the time. Not in like a racist sense, but like just like in his everyday vocabulary, like any other like.
He was trying to act like he was from the hood, but he was not from the hood, and he did not have any reason to be saying it. So
He's better at it now.
And so, yeah, today he's great at it. I can't even recall the last time he's used that word. But a memory from 3 years ago reminded me of this bet I made. It was recently his birthday. It was like a week after his birthday, like it is today, right? I said, Mason, next year for your birthday, I'm giving you $100. Every time I hear you say the N-word, I'm knocking off a quarter. He ended up owing me money.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it was fun still. It was a fun thing to keep track of. I had it in my notes app. Not anymore, but yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys got any side quests?
could you just imagine? Happy birthday! You owe me $392.25.
What's going on new in your life, Logan?
Oh, I am coming up on 2 years of being a homeowner.
Nice.
Isn't it fun?
It's not.
It's
Yeah.
not.
It's really not.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be everything in a bag of
Yeah.
chips, but no, it's
okay.
It's a lot of work.
It's okay, Logan.
Adulting is hard.
I don't know why our parents made it look so easy, but they lied.
But no, yeah. I live like a couple blocks away from here.
Do you have a partner?
I do.
Okay. Does that make it easier?
Yeah, it does, honestly, because
That was the right answer, by the way.
Sometimes it doesn't.
no, no, she does a lot, and we've been together for 4 years,
Nice.
so we've been through apartments together, and we finally decided to get a house. We have,
Of which I've still not been to.
yeah, I need to bring you over. I have 3 cats.
And me, right?
Yeah, of course, and Simon.
A
But-
peanut?
Can I bring my mom?
No.
Why?
Probably not.
Why?
I don't know. I just need her to complain about everything.
You need her for moral support?
No.
Okay.
Actually,
anti-moral
yeah,
support.
yeah. She's,
Sometimes I need my mom.
Just like antimatter.
yeah. My mom is really good at supporting me sometimes, but like when I definitely need someone to tell me what's stupid, I'll invite her over for something.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I have 3 cats. I have a dog. I have a lizard.
Starting to sound like my house.
But
And they all get along.
no, they don't. We have to separate the cats and the dog all the time. But other than that, I don't really got much going on.
All right. All right.
Boring.
Jordan, you got any
Just like
side
me.
quests going on?
Well, I was trying really hard to think of something, but I guess I don't really. I mean, come to the Urbandale Hy-Vee, try my pork loin. Available every weekend. I make
Can
it
I
myself.
try your pork loin at home?
No,
Yes. You know.
Why?
I don't know. I don't have a pork loin at
Why,
home.
Yeah, you do.
Why do you not sound very enthused about it? Please
Jordan,
come to
Jordan.
the Urbandale
What?
Hy-Vee
You got a pork loin.
and try my pork
Nope.
loin.
Yeah, you do.
Nope.
Yeah, you do.
Nope.
You know what I'm talking about? Ah, why is your hand so cold?
I don't know.
It's like no matter what temperature, Jordan touching me
Abnormal.
freaks me out.
It's abnormal. Abby normal.
The rest of his body is burning hot. His hands are death cold.
I remember you guys talking about him being a nuclear man, and
Yeah, thermal.
I can
Thermonuclear.
can guarantee you that I am feeling the effects of that right
Yeah,
now.
that's great. That's great.
I radiate. Sime,
Yes.
you got any side quests?
We've already asked him.
No. Yes, Logan.
Oh.
Logan answered.
Well, then you don't matter.
That's fine.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you could talk about what you did in the basement.
Oh yeah, I'm finally finished framing one of our friends' basements, which is great. It only took, over, I don't know.
Yeah, that was
year
a
and a
roller
half.
coaster of a sentence. I'm almost done framing one of our friends.
No. I finished framing one of our friends' basements.
Yeah.
Good job.
And then I'm also actively looking for our traveling vehicle.
Okay.
You don't think we could just do that with our own vehicles, right?
Yeah, but I want something that we can put us on the side,
Why not
and
your
that
truck?
way, because you can't sleep in the back end of my
You
truck.
could wrap your truck.
You could definitely sleep in the back of the truck.
We could sleep in the truck.
I
has a
I
bed.
want
It's called a
something that
bed.
has an actual bed. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
In
truck bed. That's kind of
the
why it's called
vehicle?
a bed.
I'm gonna tie you to the back and just drag you along if we go anywhere.
I thought that was going somewhere else real quick.
Nice.
I'm gonna tie you up in my basement.
Could do the pilot. But that's Miranda's car, no.
Yes, it is. I want something that, if we're not the ones driving, that we could be doing things without being uncomfortable. Like, if we get a small RV, Isaac could be sitting at the table, doing editing for the podcast. If I worked overnight that day when we leave, I could be sleeping in the back and Jordan could be driving. Or wherever, and then wherever we're going, we can
This
get
actually
there
reminds me, Simon, I have a question for you.
in
What-
style.
What are you doing on May 27th? You have that day off, and you also have that Tuesday off.
The 27th, I don't think I have anything going on. I know that the 22nd through the 21st through the 23rd, I will not be in this state.
21st through the 23rd. What's that for?
Of this
Is that
month or
for
what?
Daniel's graduation?
Yep.
Ooh, the big boy's graduating.
Yep. My parents are about to have an empty nest.
They're very happy about it.
Yeah.
My parents are about to be very bored.
I don't know about that. Your dad's got some hobbies.
Well, yeah, Dad's going to be just fine. What's Mom going to do? Nothing.
She retired recently, didn't she? Or
No.
No.
Neither of my parents are retired.
Okay.
My dad said, and I quote, "I'm going to work until the day I die."
Okay. Nice. When is your Italian trip?
That will be
Italian
in
trip.
October.
October. Okay.
Going to Italy?
I leave the 29th of September and won't be back until October 8th.
Jordan and I, we're going to Ohio in October.
Nice.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
What for?
Kevin Eastman.
We're probably going to end up going somewhere in July, just FYI.
So, we are currently planning for May 27th and May 28th to be the day that we take a little podcast trip to the Quad Cities.
Yes. When again?
May 27th and May 28th. We're gonna book a hotel. It seems like the hotels are roughly $100 a room. Maybe give or take $20. Yeah. But depending on who we want to come with us, we may want 2 rooms.
See, if we had a traveling
the heck's gonna
vehicle,
come with us?
we could just stay in the vehicle.
Maybe Hannah. Maybe
Oh, yeah.
Miranda.
Hey, Hannah, you want to go to Davenport? No. That's how
Call
that's
her.
gonna
Call
go.
her right now and ask
Oh,
her.
really? Okay.
Maybe
I will.
Hannah. Maybe Miranda.
Call Hannah Riley.
I don't know.
Miranda will probably be working.
Either way, this is what we're planning on currently. The hotel we would be staying at is going to be called the Isle. It's a very nice hotel. I like it a lot. I've been there before. It's good.
Hey, you want to go to Davenport?
Right now?
No, in May.
For what?
Just for the podcast.
What day of the week?
Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, proving me wrong on my own podcast. I see.
Wait, did you expect me to say no?
Yes, he did.
You have said no to Davenport on more than one occasion. Yes.
Well, tell me what it is before I agree
Well,
to it.
we don't really know exactly what we're doing yet, but
Yeah, but
we'll be
we just
staying
want
at
to do a
hotel.
trip to the Quad Cities.
We can take a tour of JVC's old stomping grounds.
But yeah,
As long as I don't have to drive, I'm down.
okay. Well, you're a woman, so you wouldn't drive anyway.
Jesus, Isaac.
Tag.
What?
Love you, bye.
Oh, love you, bye. I'm just kidding, audience, okay? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I am joking.
What you don't know, audience, is that Isaac is secretly misogynistic.
Yeah.
No, I kid. He's not.
Okay, Isaac, you got any side quests going on?
Yeah, I went to Wrestling Revolver this past weekend,
You
and
actually
it
got a lot
was
to talk about for
it
that.
was awesome. Logan, you into wrestling at all?
I am not.
You ever used to be into wrestling?
No.
Oh, sorry. Do you know John Cena?
Of course I know.
We're gonna
John
get
Cena.
along just fine.
There's like 12 of them over
I mean, this podcast has given me some insight on some wrestling.
Yeah, being indirect teachers of the wrestling world. Jordan and Isaac.
I tried doing that with Transformers, and Isaac yelled at me.
Hey man,
You were
I
talking
think our,
Because this is not your podcast, Jordan.
it's our podcast. With that said, I think our first ever 3-hour podcast was Jordan having to talk
yeah.
about Transformers.
I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a long podcast
Don't get me wrong,
episode.
Jordan. I did enjoy the long talk about Transformers. But
It even went on into the episode after that too.
Yeah, we needed a two-parter because Isaac pissed me off.
Well, yeah, it would have been a 5-hour episode.
Yeah, and you could have let it.
My butt would have been flat.
That's a you problem.
Anyways. Yeah, I went to Wrestling Revolver. A lot of W's, a couple L's, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to stay on the positive side this week. I gave Sammy Callahan, the owner and showrunner of Wrestling Revolver, my business card. I gave it to him. We shook hands.
You
I
have
said,
his
hey,
email.
JCD and Hobby gave me your email. Is it okay if I use it? He said, please. We're going to do a lot of business together. It's going to be nice. I also gave Myron Reed, one of my favorite indie wrestlers, a business card as well, and he is looking forward to possibly doing an interview there as well. He's super easy to
Just
talk to.
imagine. I have a feeling, because I had the same feeling like when we started, like you guys started doing the movie reviews at Fleur, that we're going to end up doing things a lot with them, and now we have.
Yep.
I have a sneaking suspicion on this one as well that we
Revolver?
might be doing a lot with Revolver too.
Revolver is it's becoming one of the biggest indie shows in the country. And it's crazy because they're not even recognized on cagematch.com yet. But like if we can join them and grow with them and be one of the more reputable wrestling related podcasts, I know how much you hate that.
I hate that a lot.
But we're not going to be just wrestling content, but like we're going to be a podcast that has a huge fan of Wrestling Revolver as a host, you know. Besides, we're not going to booth as Too Many Words there. We're going to booth as Skaldstone Productions there. So
I fully support boothing only as Skaldstone.
I support that too, and we can have
Well,
signs
just-
for each of our podcasts.
It just depends on the event
Nah,
that you're invited to.
I think only boothing as Skaldstone. That way we can get recognition and publicity for everything Skaldstone it does. I think that's a huge benefit.
Yeah.
But if only Too Many Words gets invited to an event,
Then they can suck my nuts.
Well, we're doing one exception, which is we're going to be Too Many Words at the Ice Cream Social.
That
because
is
we
also
were
true.
asked to be Too Many Words at the Ice Cream Social. But from here on out, everything else, we're Skaldstone Productions. And here's our productions. Too Many Words Podcast, The Unfadable Podcast, What's New Wednesday, Love Nana, Love Pastor
Love
Debbie.
Pastor
Okay,
Debbie.
yeah,
Jesus,
stuff
turn it
like
up.
that.
ooh, does that mean that Nana comes with us on our adventures?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes!
I guess if we can invite her and she's game, yeah.
Hell
I think so. What do you think, Nana? You trying to go to the Twin Cities Con? Nana, you trying to sit with me at Des Moines Con? Because there's no way in hell Jordan's going to be there all 3 days.
I did talk to my boss. It actually seems like it might be a maybe.
Oh, really? That sounds cool.
But like I
Oh,
said, I'm
man.
still only guaranteeing one day.
Jordan getting released from the salt mines.
As long as I get 1 day with you, and 1 day with Sime, and then if there has to be 1 day,
if you
by
just give me
myself,
the
I'm fine with
days,
that.
Jordan can tell you if
I have the days already. It's
and the times.
May 20.
Logan, have you ever watched Cobra Kai?
I have not watched it. I know about it.
That's fine. There was an actor from Cobra Kai that was at the wrestling show, and he wrestled Matt Cardona, the indie god. And Bubba Ray Dudley came out, and they set a fire on table together and smashed Matt Cardona through it.
Fire on table.
My nephew saw that. He thought that they killed him. Tyrion was crying.
Of course, Tyrion thought that.
Tyrion was crying to my mom.
Sacrifice.
And I was like, what's wrong? My mom's like, they thought they killed him.
He's dead.
We actually had to
I
walk.
watched a man die today.
We had to walk to Steph DeLander, who is his teammate in this entire indie run. And we had to have her tell him that he's going to be okay.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That is really funny.
Poor
That's great.
Tyrion.
May 31st, June 1st, and June 2nd. Those are the 3 days of Des Moines Con.
Yeah.
And what time does it run?
I don't have the times right now.
It's
I
got to
did
be
have them
early
wrote down,
to late.
Like how
Not that late.
but Each day has a different time.
I think like some of them were as late as like maybe 8 or 7 or 5.
The
or
latest one
something
was
like that.
11, I think.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
Really?
That one I won't be able to do. I'll have to leave before 11.
That's
but
fine.
Let me see.
But
I might
on-
have a picture.
I can be there with you.
That's Gucci, baby.
I don't mind.
That's Gucci, baby. I'm going to print out some of my scripts. Print that out. See if
Print
people
you
like
out.
it. But yeah, that's, I guess, all I have to say about Revolver and stuff. My homies at my church, we shot a short film last night.
Is that what that was?
Yeah. Our goal is to have suspense. And
That was not what that was.
the goal was suspense.
That was not suspense.
Sir, that is a meme clip.
Okay. Okay.
The goal is suspense, a 2-minute film. And you know, like those TikTok videos where you cut one slice of bread and it's still standing, and then it's like 30 seconds of runtime until it finally falls over?
Yeah, that's a guy. There's a guy
Yeah,
that does that.
yeah.
He just got married.
That's suspenseful, isn't it? So basically, we tried to do that. I tried pitching it, and then these boys definitely changed it into a different kind of story. But I'm excited to show you guys the final product when it does come out. But are you showing him this? Yeah, it comes out with me saying, "We need a slice of bread."
It's just the same shot again and again and again 3 times, just at different speeds
Yeah,
for the beginning.
yeah. And then it ends with a Nintendo Wii because I say, "Wii."
We
Yeah.
need a slice of bread. I'll send it to you. It's just
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
generic.
the stock image of the bread. It's great.
Yeah.
Stock
So
photo.
that's been like the latest story with involving cinematic stuff. But I didn't shoot it. I barely directed it. But I had a good time. I definitely had a good time. Shout out to Brady. Shout out to the rest of the gang. I'll get to know your guys' names soon. But yeah, it was fun. Enough of side quests out of my face. Do we want to finally get into the meat and potatoes, which is Logan's interest
I think we
in
actually-
working with us in the future?
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to be our fourth wheel?
Am I?
Are we going to make a car?
No,
Yeah!
Logan has expressed great interest in Skaldstone Gaming.
Oh.
In my eyes, at least, you were here for 2 major reasons. 1, to promote your business with
Iconic Cleaning, IA.com.
Cleanin. Yes. And 2, to talk about Skaldstone Gaming and how involved you want to be with that.
I would like to be very involved.
Okay. So, we're doing our first recording. What was it? April 2nd, right?
April 2nd, yes.
We're planning on doing Rocket League, of all things.
Okay.
We don't really have a time set. That was just going to be kind of figured out as we get closer to that.
Figure it out.
But do you have a PC, right?
I do have a PC. I do have Rocket League on that
Okay.
PC.
Do you also have a Steam version of Rocket League?
Yeah.
See, Isaac has a Steam version of Rocket League. Those are rare. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't buy Rocket League on Steam. It hasn't been on there for like 4 years at this point. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be really into Rocket League.
Wow, the ones and zeros on that must be through the roof valuable right there.
It's your Steam account that is now like valuable.
Really?
Just like all those phones that have Flappy Bird on them.
Oh, yeah.
I totally forgot about Flappy
Man,
Bird.
I remember.
Yep.
Remember when that one person killed another person because of Flappy Bird?
I think
Yes.
I do remember.
I do remember that actually because he beat his score or something like that. Yeah, it was
That's crazy.
Flappy Bird era was a wild time.
That was in high school.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, so well, if you want to be very involved, we can definitely do that. So I am the creative director, I guess, if you
Yep.
will, of the Skaldstone Gaming.
He is the
Yep.
Isaac of Skald Scone.
The dad.
Scald scones.
Skald
Skald
Stone.
Scone's games.
I will be deciding what we play, but we'll be doing 2 recordings every month. One is going to be a group sort of game thing, and one is going to be a solo game thing. I don't know what we're doing for the second recording for the solo gaming, but I think Isaac had wanted to do that first.
Oh, sure. I can do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or are we rotating off? I thought we were throwing Isaac's cousin in there.
Yeah.
That's a bonus.
So we're
Bonus
recording-
third episode.
We're getting 3 gaming contents a month, all right?
Yep.
We're doing, was it the first, second, and third week of every month, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So,
Well, what I'm thinking is, you see, we record something on the first or second, depending on if it
falls on
collides
Monday.
with other recordings. The first or second we record, and then on the 7th it comes out, or the 8th. Hopefully, it doesn't clash with the podcast once again.
Well, I mean, we're going to be building up, a backlog.
Well, technically,
That is true. So,
technically,
like,
we're
none
not
of this is
building
going to be released until like after December.
technically, we're not building a backlog. We're just making everything ahead of time.
Yeah.
Because there's still going to be normal episodes.
I like how
It's not
professional
like
I
we're
sound.
throwing-
I like how professional I sound when I say, "Yeah, we're doing this thing called Skaldstone Gaming." Yeah, production starts on the 1st.
Yeah. 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 So, yeah, we're going to start doing our monthly recordings come April. So every month after that, we'll be recording on either the 1st or the 2nd, depending on if it falls on a Monday. And then we'll be also recording on the 15th or the 16th if it also falls on a Monday. And then the first recording of the month is going to be the group content. The second recording of the month is going to be the solo content. And then we're having Isaac's cousin,
Lexi Kitty Gaming.
Lexi Kitty Gaming. She is going to be sending us her own content. She is going to be kind of our main front for the younger audience. I do...
Not to mention, she's my cousin, and my whole team gonna eat. Okay,
Yeah.
whole team gonna eat.
Due to Isaac's convincing, I guess, I do want this to be a little bit more family friendly, so we are going to try to keep the swearing to a minimum,
You got this, Jordan?
not a
Fuck.
not a 0, but a minimum. Like if you
PG-13.
if you're blown the fuck up by something and you're like raging,
Frick.
that's okay.
Yeah. I am encouraging. Everything will be done under Skaldstone Productions YouTube,
Yeah.
but I can encourage there be maybe a second YouTube, no, not a second YouTube, a second Instagram page for Skaldstone Gaming.
Oh, like our social medias
Yes.
for each thing
Yes.
different from the
Yes,
main?
kind of like how Barstool Sports, they do everything, but they all go to the same website.
I
you know?
keep sinking in the couch even when I'm not in the freaking middle.
I think we should maybe eventually do separate YouTube channels for each thing we do, and then on Skaldstone it just also gets uploaded as like we get
Then
everything
we'll start
there.
dividing stuff. Though.
Think about the long run. Okay. Okay. Does PewDiePie have multiple channels?
PewDiePie himself does not know.
Okay.
But like, there's numerous other
There,
content creators.
I know there's more than one Mr. Beast channel, is there?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, there's like Mr. Beast.
I was
Gaming
more-
and then Mr. Beast's main channel,
Yeah,
and
I
then
guess
there's like
that. That's right. Logan's also a pretty big Mr. Beast fan, aren't you?
No.
No. Okay.
My little brother is.
Okay.
But I am not.
I thought you were.
I mean, I like him, but I don't.
I love
I-
watching multimillionaires start throwing money at people for doing different challenges. It's my lifeblood.
I just feel like if we start a second YouTube, people will be encouraged to not have to be on both.
Yep.
Well, see, that's
fair.
that would be kind of my thing. As like, we just have it there just to have it. It's more like I akin it to either like Captain Sparkles. He's a good example, or something like Machinima. They were a production company, but yet they had their own separate channels for their different things. But they still uploaded things to Machinima.
Here's
but
the thing.
Machinima's failed.
Machinima failed because they are stupid.
Okay. Here's the thing, though. Did their initial YouTube take off before they branched out to multiple other channels?
So, Machinima was a little different, whereas they were actually a production company that worked with already existing content creators in order to get their content, seen. So, like your writing company, it'd be the same thing with that.
Okay. Well, I feel like if we can get Skaldstone Productions off of their feet and just fly off into the coast, then we could probably promote a second channel.
Well, like the
Like
second
Smosh,
channel,
Smosh second channel.
it'd just be for categorizing rather than producing different
Isn't
content.
Smosh the same way? Smosh and Smosh Gaming.
Yeah. Yeah, but like Smosh had already taken off before they
Yeah,
made
did
the
a
Smosh
gaming
games.
session because Smosh's main content on their main channel wasn't
Wasn't
video games.
Yeah.
It was skits
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Where the video game channel had the video games. Like I get where Jordan's coming from, where we can make the gaming channel separate from this because not all of our viewers are going to want to see our gaming aspect of it. But I mean, I also think it would be better that we keep everything together for right now until we're much
I'm just saying
bigger.
we do both.
It just does make me a little bit fearful, you know?
Because,
That
like,
will
what
be-
if people branch off and don't want to watch our podcast stuff anymore and only want to watch our stupid antics when we're playing video games?
And
I mean, there will
that's
be
their
guests
type of
like that.
content.
I'm willing to accept that there will be there will be a group of fans like that. But
Like, there's a lot of times where people they only enjoy a certain type of content, and they they enjoy
screw
this
it.
group.
Are we gonna make a second channel?
Well, I mean, I think at some point we definitely should. Just.
I
to
think
have
we
other
should
stuff.
start off having them together until it has grown to
I
the
still
point
think we
where
should
we
do
can
both.
separate it.
Well, how stupid is it to have two channels posting the exact same video?
Not at all.
You don't think so?
I think.
Well,
it's
then I'm
real
not gonna
stupid.
worry about it.
I don't know.
Well, can you give me a real life example of anybody else doing that?
They promote their gaming
Uploading the
stuff.
same content on both.
Yeah, the exact same video on
Um,
both channels.
I guess there would be Rooster Teeth. That's another good one.
Okay.
Rooster Teeth they were the company, the major conglomerate or whatever, and they would take episodes or videos from Achievement Hunter or Let's Play or Screw Attack, and they would also upload some of their videos onto their own channel just because they have like a much higher subscriber base.
Okay. So they're like supporting smaller channels.
That was more like Machinima back in the day, at least. Rooster Teeth actually owned all of their other channels. So
Oh, okay. Then that is really direct, isn't it? I mean, I guess we could just spout out examples until we die.
yeah,
Because like there is this, you know, like that one comedian. There's this series on YouTube called Pitch Meetings.
yeah.
You know about that one, Logan?
I do not.
So it's just him talking to a producer, and he's a writer. He's basically just two versions of himself talking to himself, and he's pitching mainstream movies in the most ridiculous kind of way. Like, hey, a purple guy wants to collect rocks and he wants to kill everybody. Well, that doesn't sound good. Yeah, and so that means a guy in a tin can suit's got to go after him. You know, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And so that became such a popular series that it then became its own channel called Pitch Meetings.
Gotcha.
But you know what? I'm to the point where I'm okay with whatever you decide, Jordan. But I think, irregardless, we got to have a separate Instagram and Facebook page for it. Maybe not Facebook page, just a separate Instagram. Skaldstone Productions Facebook page will still just post video game content.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Spicy.
Meeting adjourned.
And so, yeah.
Okay. Logan,
What do you see yourself in a role for?
I mean, I could definitely help with either
Getting rid of the bodies.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect. You're hired.
That's all Simon needs.
But no, I can help with coming up with ideas for the channel.
Yeah.
See, that was gonna be my next question. Was like, Logan, what would you like to do? What would you like to see on Skaldstone Gaming?
I mean, I could definitely see like us doing like a party game series, doing like
Jack in the Box is a huge one that I want to do. There was a lot of collaborative stuff I wanted to do with Ice Cream Sunday when it came to the party games and stuff like that.
yeah, so like party games.
Podcast versus podcast. Who's smarter than a fifth
Competitive.
grader?
See?
But what else?
I don't care if it's outdated. I want to play Among Us.
Yeah.
I just
Among
want to
Us
play Among Us.
VR.
Thank God, Isaac. We bought it so long ago. Well, Jordan bought it for all of us, and I was really down to play, and no one wanted to play.
Dude, the only time that like we could really play Among Us together was like at parties.
I bought 5 copies of that game for people.
It's time that we finally do it the way it's meant to be played, all on our mics and what's it called when you only can hear them when you're close.
Proximity chat.
Proximity chat. Yeah. And everybody's screen recording their crap.
That's
and
Lethal Company. Dude, Lethal Company is so fun. That's another
I have
one.
not played it. Is
Oh,
that's
it's
exactly
so
how you should do
good.
it.
Me and Simon played a lot of it together, and it was
I had
great.
an aneurysm on one of my playthroughs. It's okay.
What's the goal of that game?
Collect stuff, make money.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much just
Survive.
You work for a really bad company that's putting you in a very deadly position just so they can make money.
Gotcha.
I also bought Helldivers 2 because everyone's playing that.
I want to play that game so bad.
I haven't played it yet, but it's just it looks so good.
I know
So
for a
good.
fact that my PC's not going to be strong enough to play that.
Lethal Company is like a baby game, so you can definitely.
Oh, the
you should be able to
graphic.
run
Yeah,
that.
I'm pretty sure that my old graphics card, like my very old graphics card, could run Lethal Company. You know, the graphics card that came out at the same time that Grand Theft Auto 5 did.
I will get with you, Logan, about some of your PC specs. I might be able to donate some of my older parts to you to help you maybe upgrade a little bit.
I would love that.
Okay. It's Fancer's time.
Finally, Jesus,
Loves you.
he does love us.
Simple question for my friends. What is the oddest place you've ever used the bathroom? Logan.
I don't know. I've peed in a car.
Nice.
Yeah, that's about as weird as I got.
Nice. Well, how about you? How about you, Simon?
You ever poop yourself anywhere? That was the. true
I'll let
meaning
you
of this
read
question.
my answer.
Oh, you did answer. Yeah. Jordan?
I mean, I also don't have a very extravagant answer, mostly because I didn't like going to the restroom in public for a long time. But I did shart myself at work once. That was
Nice.
my pants were not great.
I thought you smelled really weird that one day.
Yeah.
It was at Grimes.
I guess when you talk about like intentional versus accidental, I could share an accidental story and then an intentional story. The intentional one is throughout my middle school days, my dad was huge into hiking. You could probably guess where this is going.
Yeah.
My dad found a huge leaf when I really needed it, so.
That's good.
Yep. That's as far as I'll get into that because, it's pretty typical stuff like
I mean-
popping a squat out in the wilderness, boom, boom.
I did that. on the
Just like
camping
your
trip.
ancestors.
I did that on our camping trip. That was weird.
And then an accidental one would probably be on my dad's friend's sofa. Yeah. So you ever just be watching Gabriel Iglesias on DVD and you just think a fart is a fart? You're like, haha, oh no.
What about that? I don't remember if we
Oh no!
did we actually tell the story on the podcast.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
So we're going to keep it
Yeah, we don't need
there.
that.
Yeah, we don't need to repeat it. If Simon's curious, we'll just let him
He'll-
tell.
yeah.
We'll just tell him, hey, you should have been on time last.
Should have been
Friday.
awake. Should have been no.
Young man.
I was just gonna be like, hey, you should check out episode
5, 4, 84.
84 of the podcast.
85 is Fleur Cinema.
Yes, it is.
I didn't realize that Fleur Cinema was a thing until you guys.
See,
Neither did I.
that's what we're here for.
Isaac
That's
was
what
like,
we're
we're
here
going to a
for.
movie theater, Fleur Cinema. I was like, I knew no Fleur Drive. Didn't know there was a movie theater there.
See, the problem is that they're really far back off the street, and then like if you don't see the sign, which I only knew about Fleur Cinema because I'm a movie dork, and I saw the sign. I'm like, there's a movie theater over there. What? But before we get too off topic, we have some answers from what is the oddest place you've used as a bathroom. My Nana has an answer. She said, it was a bathroom in France. Stopped at a rest stop on my way to Paris. Went into the bathroom stall, and it ended up just being a hole in the floor. Your Aunt Jenny refused to use it. Wow. I'd love to have a picture, if there was a picture of that somewhere,
Just
That's
a picture
wild.
of the
Look at
stall
French
with a
toilets.
hole in the wall, hole in the floor.
Yeah, it's like they paid for stall doors and walls, but
There's
nothing else.
there's just a rail so that you can grab onto to squat so
Yes,
that you
sir.
can make it in the hole.
Blake Davis, wow. Blake Davis, he is in the military, so this ought to be a good answer. Blake Davis, he says, there was this unserviced porta-john that was practically at the brim that had all the pictures and writing that you'd expect. Huh? Well, I was sicker than a dog and had to use it, so I threw on my gas mask and practically air squatted over the john, and at eye level was this little credit card mirror, and I couldn't look myself in the eyes. 0 out of 10. Wouldn't do again. You ever hover your booty over some of these nasty things
No.
that we call bathrooms?
See, I just take the soap dispenser. Nope,
Oh, is
there
that
goes the
my
GoPro.
That is my GoPro. No more camera time for Isaac. That's fine.
You want to adjust the camera? a little
No. We're almost done.
bit? We are almost done.
Adventures of a slow goth runner. She's pooped in a cornfield. Wow.
Fertilizer.
Yeah.
Technically, I pooped in like the clearing of a cornfield.
Nice.
You were there.
Just out in the open.
Nice.
You were there, Isaac. Don't you remember? You had to hold the toilet paper for me while I took a shit.
And then Andrew Syme says Jordan's bathroom or bedroom. Jordan's bedroom.
That's not true.
Man, I had
but,
2 words to say and I flubbed it up. Wow.
Actually, it is true, Jordan.
It's not.
It is.
Tell
It's
us
not.
about the time you actually used Jordan's bedroom as a bathroom.
So Jeezy was blowing up the bathroom, and I really needed to pee, but I did not have enough time to run outside. But I was holding a Gatorade bottle, and Jordan's room was right there. This was back when you still lived in your office, Jordan.
Oh, nice.
So I ran in, closed the door, peed into this Gatorade bottle, and did not piss myself. So,
Did you have enough room in the bottle?
yeah.
I've ran out of room a couple times when I'm peeing in the bottle sometimes.
isn't that like so impressive feeling? It's like, whoa, I filled the whole thing, man. I really needed to pee. Crazy. Give me another one, man. Like, that's only ever happened once in my life. I pat
Give me
myself on the
another
back.
one. Why do you sound like you're ordering another beer, not pissing into a bottle?
Another one.
Give me another one, man.
DJ Khaled pissing in a bottle.
Was that the last comment?
Yeah, there was not a lot of answers for that one, but
More than I expected. to be
maybe
honest.
Logan can give us a good question that will get us more answers for next week.
Yes, sir. What do you got?
All right. I was just thinking about it because I knew you were going to ask that. But
Because he's a real listener of the podcast. Yeah. Sometimes you could just tell with guests.
I'm going to go with, who is your favorite member of Too Many Words?
Okay. Wow. Putting
Are you serial about that one?
Now we're gonna put the fans on blast.
Oh no. No. Dude, out of kindness, people are not going to comment on this one.
They're gonna
People
I
are gonna be
guarantee you.
like-
I guarantee you, everyone's gonna put all of them.
Oh yeah.
All of them. I can't
Who
choose a
is your-
favorite, but
Dude,
if I had
Logan
to,
had this question
I'd have
cooking.
to say my grandson Isaac.
He had this one cooking for a long time, dog.
It's all right. This will be good. This will be
If
good.
my mom says Jordan, I'm going to kill her.
No, she's
better.
going to
Who
say
is your
No,
Simon.
she's gonna say
favorite-
sign. We already established that.
Podcast host of Too Many Words. I should probably do
Okay,
that.
now
Yep.
you have to answer
Yep.
your own question there, Logan.
Usually
I'm
we do answer the question, so
I'm going to say everybody here right now.
I gave Logan an out.
I'm gonna say our former boy Liam, rest in peace.
I'm going to say Jordan.
You're wrong.
That's an opinion, sir. Now it's Sime.
Good.
My favorite host of the Too Many Words podcast is Isaac.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
You know, I like that one. I like that. I don't know why, but I like that answer.
You guys have to tally them out.
All right.
Well,
Well,
that's gonna be something.
everybody, Liam, Sime, Isaac, 0 votes for Jordan. All right. That's the way I like it. Yeah.
Don't worry, Shit on Jordan episode 87 comes out next week.
Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. Is there any closing things you want to say, Logan? Anything else you want to get out there to the ether?
No, just check out my business. Again, it's iconicleaningia.com.
Get all your bookings on their website.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have a Facebook page
how much
for
do
it?
you charge, by the way?
Yeah, they have a
It
Facebook
always
page.
depends. We have we go off of square footage,
Alright.
and then what severity you need. Like if you need a deep cleaning or a move out cleaning.
Can I have my mom talk to you?
Does she need a cleaning?
Yeah.
all the time, constantly.
Of course.
You obviously have regular customers.
Do you do a
don't you?
junk service too? Like, will you throw away things?
We do not provide a junk
Oh,
service
so
right
like
now.
what? You'll take like an empty room and make it not so splotchy? Is that it?
We'll clean the place up. Yeah.
Okay.
They
That's all you
clean
get,
things.
Isaac.
They don't
They
freaking
clean.
remove things.
I mean, we will take out the trash if you want to, but we're not talking like big things.
Okay. Well, we'll see you after we rent a dumpster.
It's great. All right.
Staying transparent here on the Too Many Words podcast. Sime, who or what do you dedicate this podcast episode out to?
I think this week I'm actually going to shout out to Nana because I haven't done that in a minute. This episode goes out to Nana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan.
I was gonna say Logan's next, but
Oh, Logan's next.
I'm next. Well, I've been waiting for this moment since the start of this.
oh yeah.
And
He looked at you, Jordan, because it's like, why did you take so long?
I dedicated
getting
an
me on the
episode to
podcast?
Logan. I don't. Oh, what episode was that? I don't remember. I know I did one though.
Yeah, a long time ago.
I want to say it was like.
Yeah,
you
go ahead,
confirm,
Logan.
Logan?
I'm going to dedicate this podcast episode out to myself and my girlfriend,
That's a damn
Hell
good answer.
What's her name?
Holly.
That's a good name. Jordan?
I dedicate this podcast episode out to Isaac Star-Lord jacket that I've been peeking right over there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good one, too. I dedicate this podcast episode out to Sami Callihan for probably being the nicest bigwig in indie wrestling that is local today. Very kind man. So far, easy to talk to. Very kind in everything that in short stints of experiencing him. And he seems like a guy that is worth doing business with. So, yeah. Hopefully we can see Sami Callihan on the Unfadable podcast here soon. We'll see. But, yeah, it's just an email away. So.
Sick.
That has been episode 86 of the Too Many Words podcast. Amen on 3.
Amen on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Amen. Woo! That was good. The GoPro lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. Holy cow.